Okay, we're live. All right. Hi, everyone. Do you want to say something, John?
I'm good.
Okay, well, we're here with Tanya, and Tanya is actually the organizer of this new gin festival that's coming in, and also you're the owner of this really cool place, this kind of spooky looking atmosphere, which is
our first ever speakeasy in the city, hopefully, fingers crossed, come springtime.
Tell us about it. Where are we? Like, what is this?
We are at 1820 Government Street in the basement of GINUARY Gin Joint and Eatery, and we have been stalled for 2 years due to COVID. So hopefully we will be fully underway with construction in the next few weeks, and then we will be off to the races come springtime.
Cool. And it's got a very cool theme, right? The upstairs and the downstairs. We're in the basement right now.
Our upstairs is Art Deco, Art Nouveau inspired. Think Great Gatsby. So fancy chandeliers and crystal and everything else is velvet and lush and luxe and fabulous, and the basement is a dirty speakeasy. Complete juxtaposition between the two. So
I kind of feel like I'm
something for everyone.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in New York, right? At a speakeasy. Like, this is super cool.
We're hoping we're as cool as New York.
Oh, for sure. So, Tanya, you were inspired to come up with this whole idea on the GINUARY
Gin Festival, GINUARY Gin Festival.
That's right. And we're going to do a longer interview, just so you guys are aware. After this, we're just doing a short live because we don't know what the quality is going to be like on the production. So we're like, oh, give it a little
From
rest.
The basement.
Yeah, exactly. So now the Gin Festival is next weekend.
Gin Festival is Sunday, March 6th from noon till 5. Our first hour from noon till 1 is for industry folks.
Nice.
So hotel and restaurant bar owners, managers, purchasers, anyone from a liquor store that does any buying has a chance to speak to all our distillers and see if there's any products they'd like to carry. And then we open for general admission from 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. for everyone else to come and see our 20 plus local craft distillers. We're pretty excited. Vancouver Island and Vancouver distillers are all coming to share and bolster our community spirit with all of us feeling COVID fatigued, and hopefully we'll
be feeling better.
We're going to be feeling better.
Now, is it just gin, or are you going to be having other types of spirits available? Or?
We have gin and anything that you could utilize in a gin craft cocktail. So
Perfect.
We've expanded that to include vermouths, limoncellos, elderberry flower things, all the stuff, everything. Nice. It's going to be great.
So can we buy bottles from the people?
Absolutely. We're doing it as a farmer's market style event so that the distillers have a chance to re-engage with their customers, because they've been quite isolated over COVID as well. Many people have their tasting rooms have been closed, and it's been really hard for them to connect with people. So they're going to be able to talk to all the different people that are there as guests. They're going to be able to talk about the products they've been creating, because we've had 2 years to do all kinds of fun, new, exciting things. And then we're going to have a few other different vendors that are there. We have some local sausage makers, cheese makers. We have a chocolatier, of course, who doesn't love chocolate?
Wow.
And a bunch of other things. If you can think of it and it would relate to a gin or a gin craft cocktail in any way, something you'd want to put on your bar at home, we're going to have some stuff there, including some beautiful hand-blown glass.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice.
Now, you were talking about desserts and also kind of charcuterie making, right? So is that what you're going to be having here in the restaurant?
Yeah, that all ties back to our menu here. So our idea behind the gin joint was to support the other local restaurants in the neighborhood. We want to bring people down to this neighborhood as a destination. So the Brewery Design District is sort of up and coming right now in Victoria. So we'd like to be a place where people will stop before or after dinner, or in lieu of if they can't get into their favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
And have a little snack, have a drink, explore all things gin, and then come back again later. So stay in the neighborhood longer.
Oh, I'm definitely coming here. I mean, you said there's going to be like velvet and all kinds of...
Oh, yes.
And look how it's spooky in
The
here.
basement is super spooky.
And you know I love that, right? So this is kind
gonna
of
be
right
great.
up my alley.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So now, how much are the tickets, and where do we get them?
Tickets for the Gin Festival start at $89. We have a bunch of promo codes out there. So if anyone wants one, message everybody, give them a little DM, and we'll get you a discount on that. So it's a little thank you to everyone, especially our frontline workers, people in hospitality, all, of course, my film friends, because that's where I work every day. And we're trying to make it really accessible for people to come and be on the field at St. Anne's Academy and the gorgeous apple orchard. So it's safe, socially distanced, COVID-friendly, dog-friendly. We even have a couple of vendors that are doing dog treats. So bring your dog. The dogs can sample as well and make it super fun. It's going to be a great sunny, hopefully, Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
But if not, dress in your best West Coast wear. We all live here and go outside every day anyways. So put on your rubber boots and come stomp around on the grass with us.
Oh my gosh, it is going to be so fun. And we are actually going to be there because we're going to be doing
Yeah,
some...
there's a big surprise.
Yay!
Just to be clear, I am the designated driver, so I'll be sober the day, but he's going to be plastered because we're going to go to every one of those 20.
John is going to sample all the things.
Yes, he is. It's
All
his
the
job.
things, yeah.
It's going to be an absolute hoot. Well, Tanya, this is awesome. Now, I have to tell you, I did have a conversation with Tanya, I think on Thursday, and you want to hear the backstory of how this came to be, and it's really fascinating. So we're going to go off of live now. We're going to record that, and I'm going to post her story in probably a little bit later on this afternoon.
As well as a list of vendors that we know are going to be at the Gin Fest, and honestly, I can't wait for this. This is going to rock.
I know, it's going to be fun. And Rosemary, I can see you're watching. You're coming. All right.
So if anyone's looking for tickets, you can go to SimpleTix and look for GINUARY Gin Festival, or through you guys on Facebook or through us on Facebook, GINUARY Gin Festival.
SimpleTix,
I'll
that's
post it.
TIX.
TIX, yeah. So
And of course-
we've got links everywhere, and if not, just DM us and we'll get you hooked up.
It's going to be fun.
Yay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll see you guys in a little bit.